Craig.
Wait.
Okay.
Of course. When anyone else does the recap, we give them like a good 10 minutes of like teaching them what happened. But when I have to do the recap, we put Craig in instantly. I spent almost all of last time just trying not to fall asleep. You think I was paying attention?
All right,
I know just as much as Archie.
Last time on Irgha, I guess. Gabe.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z, we joined a cult.
I mean, you
joined a cult. None of this
you
actually
haven't
happened.
completely joined yet, but like you've successfully impressed the leader. But outside of that,
As an actual cult, as a real life cult member, I know how to get cult people to like me. I am not actually a cult member. I kind of made a cult.
we're gonna get to that later.
We're not going to get too far
We'll get
into
into that later. But outside of that,
Also, question: should I make myself pasta? Okay, so I have a bunch of macaroni noodles and I have meat sauce, but I also have cheese. Do I make pasta with meat sauce, or
you
do
can
I
always
make mac and cheese?
I would say you could always make mac and cheese and then put in some meat sauce.
Mac and cheese with meat sauce.
I feel like that would be horrible on your stomach, though.
No. But the consent.
Mac and cheese, because you said that you were going to do that this morning. Anyway, outside of Gabe, pretty much joining a cult at this point, the two characters from a previous game, showed up. They arrived in town looking for an NPC again from the previous game named Alina, and also looking for the same cult that Odie is currently infiltrating, so that they can either find a cure for another NPC from a previous game, Willow. I'm making this sound like they're all from previous games. They're all from the same game. Whose name is Willow, or kill the cult.
Here's the thing. They're not. Actually, no. Here's the thing. They were sent to find a cure. Their plan is to not find a cure and only kill them. And basically also kill the child.
We know that that's Hope's plan. Sammy hasn't spoken much.
Yeah, that's.
He did.
Hope
it's like it's weird because he called Willow his daughter, which isn't true. Closer to a niece than anything. But he's also basically sentencing her to death by killing everyone. Raven's got a Raven. Not so Raven.
Yeah, but Raven's got a Raven.
Anyway. I'm just gonna say, Hope and Sammy got out of the car to go chase down Alina. You have been left in the car. Dane.
Can we roll luck to see if he left me the keys?
No, he left you the keys. I'm not gonna do that to you.
Haha, I have his card. This is amazing. Hope's card.
Whose car? Raven's car?
And now it's time to roll.
I'm playing D&D!
Stop!
Who said that? I can't believe someone would make that joke. Send pull up my character
think
sheet.
you guys are
Character
driving. Odie, you see the windows fog over, and I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Charlie.
I should not be driving. I am arcane eyeing this right now.
That would be better with his accent. His voice. Actually, I feel like I'm doing pretty well at this.
No.
Well, you know,
No, I'm
Odie
doing
also
fucking
invents stuff, and so I'm just making sure you
Doofenshmirtz.
didn't act. I was just making sure to, instead of like
You very lucky
nators, you didn't just make dogs.
dog in the tub, which makes dogs.
It does not sound like
That's it.
Doofenshmirtz. It doesn't sound like enough like Doofenshmirtz for me to have like.
What?
Oh, okay. It's just shrill.
Excuse me. I've been doing this voice as Doofenshmirtz for a bit. I know it's not good. It is literally the first time I've done a Doofenshmirtz voice.
Dane,
The only time I got a voice perfectly the first time was when I did the Kratos voice, and that's just because it's already really close to my
Dane,
actual voice.
I need you to also make the wisdom save, but with advantage.
Okay, so either a 22. Okay, 22.
Okay. Okay. You guys are driving around. Odie, you do it's very hard for you to sort of tell like where you're going and directions and everything, but you can tell that you've definitely gone in a circle at some point, but it seems deliberate. You don't know why because you failed your perception check last session, but nobody else seems to be bringing it up or questioning it. But
Am I
as
a way
you're
to
driving,
move down in a circle?
yes.
Oh, I am turning off and directly following them.
You've turned off Arcane Eye?
No, I'm I'm turning off the road that's directly following them because I've been following them. And so, like, if we've gone in a circle, they could just be trying to wait me out. Be like, oh,
I
we're
will say
being.
they go in the circle once and then they keep going like on like an actual path.
Oh, okay.
They're not like circling the block.
You see, here's the thing. They're not going in a circle to mess with
It's
anyone.
their turn.
It's just they had to go into a roundabout and they forgot which exit was their exit, so they just kind of went in a full circle.
But as they're driving around, Sarah, you see these cars and you recognize them from the night the library burned down. Archie. You see two cars driving around and you recognize them from the night the library burned down. And then not too long after you see them pass, you also see I want to say Dane's car, but it's Hope's car that Dane is driving. Hello, Mama. Could you please give me food and water?
I drove to Dane's house.
You left
You
it
got into
whenever
the car
you joined the
with
cult.
Did you go see Aunt Sandy?
Why did I take
No.
your car?
No? She didn't know she was here. Yeah.
I won't.
She's been here today.
Well, I mean, like, Hope, you were in Hope's car. You would have to go back to your house to find.
Wait, did we walk
to
to the
get my car.
courthouse? Oh, okay.
Because we
I know I fed y'all.
pretty sure we did.
We might have to pause here. I gotta go visit family real quick.
Ew. That's fine. Because my headphones are
Oh, weirdo. She still there?
My name.
Move.
What if I right now just said my full legal name and home
That's
address?
Ed. That's your
None of you could stop me.
Yeah. What about that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna pause here. Bye, Craig.
Probably
Get Craig
best.
out of here
I'm
quickly.
too tempted to say my full legal name and home address.
Up till 5:30 this morning.
Welcome
Craig.
back, Craig.
That great.
Night, night.
No, wake up. Anyway, Sarah.
If I make coffee, my mom. I don't know if my mom will get mad at me or not. I'm too tired to know things.
All right, Sarah. You see the cars.
Gonna it's determined march over. Determined to angry march over.
They are still going. They have not stopped.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you meant like. I thought one of them had stopped for some reason.
You see two sort of like you see like two silver cars pass you, and then this is a very empty like a very quiet road. You see the two silver cars pass you, and then Dane's, I guess Hope's car follows, and then they come back around after a little bit.
Okay. I mean, I guess probably just follow them, try and see if they go somewhere at least.
All right. They are in a car, and you are on foot.
He's stealthily following us.
Yeah,
No.
you can tell that Dane is following them since they came around twice, and both times there was one trailing them.
This isn't
Probably.
my car, but I'll let anyone in. I hope it doesn't get stolen. Please don't rob me.
Let's see. I'm gonna try approach whoever I can.
Are you approaching like someone on like another pedestrian, or are you?
No, like car wise. Sorry, like
Yeah.
try and at least keep track of where they're going.
Dane, you see Sarah following the car.
Sarah's, by the way, 5'11", baggiest like pink hoodie possible. Like it's at least a size too big, maybe two.
Okay, I cast. Are they 120? Are they less than 120 feet or at 120 feet away?
I'm gonna say that they are, so that we can just unite the party.
I cast a message. Are you following me?
I'm following the people you're following.
I'll hop in.
Oh, okay.
It's not my car.
I'm gonna hop in.
All right, you guys keep driving. It's not the middle of the day. It's still relatively early. And it's sort of like that time of the day where everybody's at work, but it's after everybody has already driven to work and before the lunch rush, so it's pretty quiet. You keep driving, and eventually Odie, the car that you're in, pulls into a very isolated spot under the bridge. Everybody files out, and you hear, not here, you see the man in the black suit get out, go to one of the like nearby support beams, pillars, whatever. He's says something. Do you understand the God's language or no?
Ask me. Or
I'm asking Gabe, but I think he fell
okay.
asleep.
What?
Gabe. Nope, he's awake. Did you hear
No,
anything?
I was doing the thing that I usually do to make sure I don't fall asleep, which is just other stuff. I am sorry. I'm really sorry.
Okay, it's all
I'm
right.
sorry.
It's okay. But you're driving around for a little bit. You pull up underneath a not an old bridge, but just sort of like a sort of like isolated spot under a bridge. Everybody files out. The man in the suit sort of goes over to one of the nearby pillars. Do you understand the God language, the old tongue?
Let me see. Um, 1 second. I gotta do some things to see this real quick.
All right. While he's looking for that, Sarah, Dane, are you guys doing anything? Dane, you still have your arcane eye up.
Wait, hold up. How long does that last? Oh, it lasts an hour. Okay. Amazing.
I know Dwarvish and Primordial because race, but Dwarf.
Okay, so you don't understand what he says. And you see a glowing red circle with sigils and runes, uh, co- uh, also glowing written inside of it. Everybody else stands on top of it, and the man motions for you to stand with them.
I would love to cast or like do an Arcana check on these runes.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
That is an 18.
They're nothing incredibly special, but they are teleportation runes.
It's annoying. You know that? How am I supposed to
Yes.
follow them?
Odie, man motions for you to stand with them.
I do that.
The second you stand on the circle, you are teleported out. And Zapdos, do you know if Arcane Eye can be teleported?
Hovers in the air. I guess it depends on like the nature of the Arcane Eye, maybe.
I can't enter another dimension or plane of existence, if that matters.
Um,
Like that's good information to have, but for this particular one, they are still staying on Earth.
They could be going to like a demi-plane or something like that. I don't know.
Like there's nothing saying that it can't
I'm
per se. Like a
I'm just gonna
barrier
say it's
can block it, so I imagine like it has some level of
yeah,
like
it's like I
touch
know
and like
like it can like it was in the car. It like got caught on like the back of the car. So there's at least some level of like physicality to it.
yeah.
Uh,
So
So Zapdos,
like
give me a
if they're like if they're like bifrosting it, then I would say yes. If it would be caught up in like the beam me up, um,
yeah. Zapdos, give me a perception check.
oh, that was so close to being a natural 20, but it was just a 24.
24. Okay, hold on. Let me find the thing I have written down for this. Jesus Christ, I got too many notes. Okay. Uh, you can feel your arcane eye beginning to sort of degrade the second it gets teleported. Odie, your hair fully goes out. It is normal hair. Uh, you are in
Anti-magic.
I look pouty.
you are in a small room. Everybody immediately starts like nobody really lingers here long. They immediately walk out. Zapdos, you feel your eye degrading. I'm assuming you pushed your eye out of the room.
Yes.
Um, you look around very quickly. Uh, out you see out the windows. You can see a sort of courtyard outside. There with just covered in trees and snow. And down the hall, you see down each way down the hall, you see a set of doors. One is uh sort of grand and covered in carvings that you can't really make out because they're very intricate that from what you can tell, but they're also very fine. A lot of the parts are very small. What the part that you can make out is a very large red marking across it, but you can't really make out the rest of the carving. But on the other side of the hall, you hear, you can see the doors open, and in it, you can see rows and rows of loft beds with sort of like personal spaces underneath, dressers, desks. Not even both. Just like it's mostly just like dressers, some bags. Uh, but they're all like very like pressed together. It looks like though they are like more considerate than you would expect of people like having like their own space. It does look incredibly efficient in how they are using that space. Um, but
You say
from
I couldn't
again,
make out the stuff on the door just because it was so far away. Type
yeah,
thing. Like I'm just in the middle of the hall. Okay.
yeah. Uh, but from that door, you can hear from the arcane eye, right?
Uh, uh do, do, do. No, just visual information from the
Oh,
eye.
just all right.
But I can
Never mind.
hear. But Gabriel said that what he hears, he's translating to the dog. I'm pretty sure that is also with us.
I think he would have to like do that manually, and then also he can
Oh
try.
wait, that's a. Oh wait, that's a also a familiar thing. He's probably more than however far away.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, that's all you get. Yeah, I think that's all you get.
Pardon me.
Before the eye like sort of fully disintegrates and fades off.
No.
Odie,
Yeah.
you are in this hallway. You see everything I just described to Zapdos, and you also hear chanting coming from the intricate door that everybody starts flocking to. It's nothing you can understand, but it sounds like the same language that the mystery man was speaking. And as you're walking down these halls, the man, he doesn't, again, like you're still walking, he doesn't like fully turn to you, but he sort of hangs back with you and just sort of very calmly says, I understand your interest. However, we are not an, although we are always open to new members, we are not an open religion. We expect you to come to services for at least a month before your initiation begins, and then during your initiation, well, you've actually just witnessed the end of your friends here. During your initiation, you'll be expected to stay here, but until then, I will be taking, unless you want to stay here before your initiation, uh, you I will gladly take you back and forth between our church here and back to the point we just came from. Usually, uh, the service started about an hour ago, but because of their initiation, they are expected to arrive late. So no one will really mind us coming in. Just quietly take a seat next to everybody else, all right?
I can talk now?
Yes.
Okay. That was Gabriel, not Odie.
Oh no, that was me saying yes.
Okay. I just want that stated, because, like, you kept pausing.
No, here's the thing. I kept pausing, expecting you to say something, and then you didn't say anything, so I was like, I guess I'm still talking. Okay.
You didn't let. I'm tired. It takes me a minute to be able to say words. So you didn't give me the chance to talk. It. I don't remember what I was gonna say anyway, so it's not that important. I think I had, like, again, kind of tired, so I was just trying to think of, like, would he be going through the door? What would he be doing? Like, not really able to do those thoughts too fastly, and also not really able to hold on to them. So whatever. You were kind of leading it anyway, so that works. Yeah, I guess sit down, take notes.
You walk into uh a very grand stone chapel with an extremely high ceiling filled with rows upon rows of seats, all facing a short stage with a podium on it. All the rows of seats are filled except for the very back two, which your group files into. A preacher stands at the podium, and behind him are two notable things. Uh, First is a very large, very again, I feel like I'm using this word too much. A very intricately carved, very detailed uh lion statue that if you look close enough, you can even see like small bits of like fly like sort of like wisps of hair coming off of the main mane. Actually, no, it doesn't have a mane. It's a female lion. But sort of like you can see like just the texture and the small details in the light of the chapel. With and it has uh very large ruby eyes. And above that is a stained glass window of a dark-skinned woman with long blood-red hair and a web of lines, and a web of red lines that run across her face that seem to glow as the light comes through it. The service has already started, but just like the man said, no one really seems to acknowledge the fact that you're late as the preacher continues. And I wrote an entire fucking speech for this thing. But let me know at what point Odie stops paying attention. All right?
Odie is here to figure out stuff, so he's not going to stop paying attention.
Okay, that's great for me. But you
I
listen to
might
the.
fall asleep, but
I would suggest trying to not do that, considering Odie
I
is the
am.
only Odie is the only one who would actually know any of this. So,
I am trying to not fall asleep. I'm trying my best because I have to do this on my own, through my own power. Because the other way I do it involves me watching stuff, which makes it so I can't it makes it hard to listen. So I can't do
Did you make
that.
coffee? Or you said
I
you
did
weren't gonna do
not.
that? I don't remember. I remember
Yeah.
you mentioning it. I don't remember what your consensus was.
uh, but you hear the preacher say, Jesus Christ, where was I? Accidentally scrolled. The outside world can't see, but we do. We know the truth. Our goddess has been vilified, demonized. Her name has been stricken from nearly every record available to the public eye, but we know it, though we dare not speak it with our unworthy mouths. This world, this reality, it is sinful, unbalanced, and we must start over if we want things to get better. We cannot do this on our own, and we must start over if we want things to get there. Jesus Christ, I went back. Jesus, fuck. But we have been feeding our goddess, slowly freeing her from her prison. One day soon she will wake, destroying this awful world and create it anew as it should have been from the start. We will be at peace. But though we are the seeing in a world ruled by the blind, we must remember that we are not perfect. When the day comes that everything ends, we must remember that we will end as well. Though our souls will be saved, our bodies will be sacrificed, and no one has given us a better reminder of that than Sanctus Core. Using the gifts granted to her by the goddess herself, she burned our old church to the ground, forcing us to start anew, just as the goddess will. She sent our children across the country, spreading our reach far and wide, all this after she sacrificed her body to the destructive power of the goddess. Praise Sanctus Core and pray for her return because she will return in due time. Yells fill the audience. Praise the Sanctus, return to us, Sanctus Core. Eventually, the crowd quiets. Aka, Siwa, Sashel. The preacher's voice is much quieter than it was a moment ago, but it still rings through clearly. The crowd echoes him as a seemingly sedated, hog-tied pig on a metal table with clawed gauntlets next to it is brought out and placed in front of the preacher as the podium is moved to the side. Aka, Siwa, Seshal. The eyes of the lion begin to glow. The group of initiates that are sitting around you move from their seats to stand in front of the preacher. You notice there's a glow coming from a spot on their arm underneath their jackets. They each reach under their sleeves and pull a steel cuff off their arm that has a single glowing ruby on it. One by one, they place the cuff at the foot of the lion before returning to their spot. The preacher puts on the gauntlets. Aka, di, siwa, did, sashal, ichu. The crowd echoes. The crowd echoes him once more. Ach. He rips open the stomach of the pig. The sedation does little to help as it screams. Siwa. He tears it apart from the inside. It's extremely close to death, but things happen so quickly that it isn't quite dead yet. Sashal. The gauntlets glow red as the preacher reaches over to the head and it brushes it. The red gems glow blindingly bright, and when it dims, you see a faint, glowing aura linger around the statue. The preacher takes off the gauntlets and uses the blood from the pig to mark the foreheads of a group of initiates. A few cultists in the front row calmly grab cleaning supplies that had been sitting in front of them and begin wordlessly cleaning as the rest of the cultists begin to file out. The man comes over to you. The man veiled in red comes over to you, and he just calmly says, "I know that was a lot for your first time. How are you feeling?"
Pretty good.
You could handle it. There isn't this isn't the most common way our sermons go, but for the most part
Initiation.
Yes, this was specifically for their initiation. They are official members now, and hopefully after a month or two, you will be up there.
Hopefully, much sooner than a month or two, they'll figure out how to not keep evidence on them.
Well, I forgot what I was saying as I was saying it, so never mind. And that's me as the DM. That's horrible. Come, I will take you back to words are hard. Let me take you back to where I got you from. Jesus Christ, he is so much more eloquent than I am. Why are we? Come, I'll take you back to. I got you from a pickup point for the cultists. I'll take you back there. Come on.
All right.
Get up with him. Raven!
I'm here.
Raven, I don't have to be the only one who's gonna fall asleep in the middle of the thing. Yay!
Yay.
We
Yay!
can both do it together.
Community.
Where are we in the session?
Honestly, not
Following me.
What?
Yeah, we're following Gabe right now.
currently currently Hope is like chasing down who he's pretty sure is Alina. And we'll
Okay,
get to that in a second.
cool.
Also,
You don't have
I know
your car anymore.
Yeah.
What do you mean I don't have my car anymore?
You gave it to me.
Why the fuck would I give my car to some stranger?
Because I need the plot to move forward and you weren't here.
And I was in the car.
Explain to me why I would give my car to some random fucker.
Raven?
I gave you good
The
information.
plot needed it.
Yeah, I'm about to say, calm down with the hostility. This has also happened to Johnny.
Fair enough. Plot did require it. It was...
When I am forced to make decisions for for PCs, I'm just gonna do what furthers the plot.
Yeah, like you guys would not be a part of the plot if I was playing Johnny.
I mean, I could still be because Kane, but
Kane didn't know either. Kane didn't know where Alana went.
Yeah, but
Kane's
Kane's fucky. Kane can do weird things.
And Johnny doesn't have locate person
people
or
think
scrying like a nerd.
Quick thing, as you know, the person who said to the DM, yeah, Johnny wouldn't have done that. The DM did say back, there's no other way. This kind of just had to be how it went. So I don't think Kane could be fucky. Get fucky, nerd.
I mean, I could literally. There's a very easy way to say we go there, and it's just
Call them.
yeah. Just call Alana.
Question is, will that work?
It would not.
Or
I feel so that would have been Johnny's first thing is try and call them.
or just cast scrying on them.
Do you have scrying?
I don't. Maybe Kane does. I don't know.
No, she does
I have
not.
scrying. If you describe them to me well enough, I could scry them for you.
I'm surprised Kane
Mhm.
doesn't have scrying.
Honestly, I'm not completely sure
Scrying
what
isn't really death related.
Yeah.
I highly doubt every single spell she has is death related.
You don't know how much I will stick to a theme.
No, we do. That's why I am fully grounded on the fact that just like it's not death related.
I know you do, but guessing by Raven's reaction to that, he does not know how much I will stick to a theme.
No, he does not remember.
Wait, who did I do that? Who did I do that with before? Where it's just like,
Well, I gesture at a bit.
okay, that's not sticking to a theme. That's sticking to a personality trait.
You stick. It's more of like a showing commitment to the bit.
Yeah,
When in
the
doubt,
bit, the gun obsessed.
comes out.
I need something to default to if I don't know what happens. Okay.
All right. So what's happening? Who's doing what?
We will deal
Gabe's
with
doing
you.
weird cult stuff.
Okay, just tell me when I am here.
All right. Try not to fall asleep until then.
I will do my best.
Were you
Jay-
asleep beforehand?
No.
Okay, anyway.
He's there for a bit. Dane, Sarah, are you guys doing anything while he's gone?
I'm investigating this teleportation thing. Like, did this destroy my magic eye?
It disappeared the second they teleported.
Okay, I would try and scry Odie.
Okay. So you cast scrying. Odie, I'm assuming you're not actually? No.
Can't resist scrying.
You can resist.
You can
scrying.
resist scrying.
Oh.
But
But
there's
it
an
also-
option to voluntarily be observed. Like, it literally says it in the...
I didn't know that. Good to know.
And, like, there's a wisdom save to scrying. And, like, there's, like, weird stuff that goes into it. Like, there's, like, modifiers on, like, how well you know them. And then also, like, modifiers on what object you have towards it. Like, if you have, like, a piece, like, of their hair, they have a -10 to their save.
That's interesting.
Weird.
Yeah.
I will say, he is. I'm assuming you're not resisting it. It still doesn't work. Give
No,
me
do I
a
still have to use the spell slot?
you're a wizard, right?
Oh, wizard.
Give me an intelligence save.
No, I don't want to. 15.
You try to scry on Odie. You realize it's not going through, but you can also feel the spell slot burning, and you manage to sort of pull back your spell just before it's gone completely, and you can save that spell slot.
Yes. I don't remember what I used my ever 5th level spell slot on before, but it's missing. I'm just like, it's fine.
You've cast scrying before.
Yeah, but like, did I cast scrying today in like terms of like this?
Originally, you cast scrying on Odie before switching to Arcane Eye.
Oh yeah, because Arcane Eye lasted longer. Okay, cool. And I just needed a follow. I didn't care about voices. Cool.
Oh, hold on. I forgot a piece of advice. Not advice, a piece of information that you would have seen of the cultists take off their mask once they are teleported. And you do see her face, and you do confirm that it is her.
Cool. Amazing.
Thank you. Now I got some. You want some chicken fingers?
No, thank you.
I love a chicken finger. Thank you.
I mean, I'm not gonna eat any because I'm full, but I am nosy. Nice. Oh my god, why is Freya so loud? Mom's down the street. She's saying hi to Aunt Sandy. I don't even remember what I just said before my stepdad walked in.
You said like the person that I've been following, Nicole, took off their mask. When they teleported, I was able to tell who it was.
And it was her.
Yeah, you've always known, you knew it was her the entire time, but like fully seeing her face is just that confirmation you were waiting for.
Yeah. So wait, Sarah, why are you following the cult? I just kind of let you into the car willy-nilly.
You let some rando into my car.
Shut up. The
You
plot
did
had
the
to
same.
happen.
The plot had to happen. And you did the exact same thing.
Jesus Christ.
No, my feet, they sting. Like, they hurt, they burn. I ain't never felt no shit like this ever in my life. I just want to die and get a new body.
No dying yet. You're stuck here. You're immortal until mom dies. Yes.
I can't pull my shoe off with my other foot because my toes hurt.
Jesus Christ. Time to go to work today.
I had to be there at 10.
Yikes.
Yeah, my boss, I'm going to start doing hour shifts.
And it's still 5 days a week?
2 days out of the week, I work a regular 8-hour shift. Yeah.
3.
3 days, I'm working 5. I think them all was to get DoorDash all the goddamn time. I was giving her money for his fucking truck.
Night. You'll rest well at the very least, even if you're not sleeping. You're almost there. I believe in you. And there's a little slice of my family for everybody here and all the listeners at home. He's great.
Your dad sounds cool.
He's my stepdad, and he is most of the time when he's not a conspiracy theorist.
Conspiracy theories are fun.
Yeah, conspiracy theories are fun.
They're fun, but when you're listening to someone who genuinely believes that the moon landing was fake, it's a little frustrating.
When I was working at the hotel, there was like this very old lady who worked with me, and like she like one day this guy came in and like I was about to take over her shift, and he was like talking to her about like a whole bunch of conspiracy theories, like that, like celebrities have an underground network of tunnels that like they use to like store slaves or whatever, and like when I'm just like listening to him in awe, and she looks at me when he leaves, like in completely straight face. He is extremely intelligent, that man. And I was like, Mira, no. Mira, don't do it. Don't fall for it.
All right, hold up. Just to make sure, Gabe, are you still awake?
I almost wasn't.
Wake up.
No, wake up.
You're being a little bit too quiet. So share your plan to to convince my mom that the mood is real.
What's my plan?
Has your mom ever been on the moon?
Hold on, Zapdos, I want Gabe to just go through a thing. That way he can wake up more.
What's my plan?
You literally
The one I talked about earlier.
Yes.
One second. Let me get up and do a thing real quick.
Alright, while he's getting up and doing a thing, Sarah, Dane,
Ow.
are you guys doing
That
anything?
works. Okay.
I asked Sarah why they wanted to tail the cult.
Fuck.
And then I never got an answer from Archie. Archie, are you asleep?
Archie.
Apparently, at some point, I muted my actual microphone, and I didn't realize it.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps
That is hilarious, Archie.
I was like, is this just the sleepy time episode? I took a nap today because.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Look, we're all EP.
I genuinely fell into my bed and hurt my knee.
I'm done. Okay. So what I'm saying is, yeah. So I didn't realize there was a cult. I just looking for these fuckers who burned down the library. I saw these cards there.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure it's them.
Oh yeah, it's probably them. So you just like the library?
Oh yeah, it was a good one. It was a really fun one. I had a little spot. Read there.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's.
What was your plan after finding them?
Summon some help and beat them up.
Oh, okay.
But anyway,
Hey, Ro.
And let them finish their scene first, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Anyway, well, can't do that until I find them. So.
Okay. Well, their cars are still here, right?
Yes.
I don't have anything I can.
Burn the cart. Revenge.
Wait. Hold up. No, scrying is only towards creatures. Darn it.
I am gonna send Sordo to do a perimeter, staying within 100 feet.
Okay.
So yeah, Bat just flies out of the hoodie, like the actual hood.
Thank you, Bat.
Oh, wait a second. Okay, I know what I want to do after Archie does their thing.
Okay, Archie, what are you doing again?
So I'm sending a Sordo my Bat to just do like a perimeter. If anyone gets near, they to telepathically tell me. Oh no,
Yeah.
people.
Okay, so your bat is just sort of out and around. They will alert you if anyone is approaching. Zap.
Okay, so you said that I saw like a giant red symbol that I did not recognize.
You saw a red circle with runes and sigils in it that you recognize as like teleportation runes.
No, when I was inside on that door, that before the eye
you
blinked
saw,
out.
okay, you saw a door that was very like intricately carved. You couldn't really make out the details on the door, so you don't know if it was like symbols or an image.
Oh, okay.
Odie, actually,
Fine.
wait, no.
I was-
Odie would have seen it. He went through the fucking door. But Gabe, how much attention do you think Odie would have been paying to the door?
What?
The door that
My
you came
name.
through. The door they had to go through to get into the chapel part of the thing. How much attention do you think Odie would have paid to the carvings on it?
Again, investigating. I'm taking notes.
Okay. The door you
I
go
physically
through.
cannot get up there and do like a rubbing without drawing too much attention. So I'm just drawing. I'm just like I have a notebook. If someone looks at my notebook, it looks like I'm like sketching out plans for devices and stuff. At the current moment, I'm going mainly for weapons because Odie is like kind of Odie himself has put on a character, and Odie is playing it into that. But
Okay.
writing stuff down.
Okay. You see the carvings on the door. It is a sort of it is not essentially the same thing as the stained glass window, but you can
You cut out so much for me
Yeah,
after you
Ro,
said stained glass window.
Ro, you're cutting it really badly.
Okay, better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seems to be.
It's the same. You can tell it's like the same, like face shape. You can tell it's the same woman, even without the biggest sort of signifier of the bright red hair. Nothing else on the door is painted, but her hair is blood red. And honestly, the paint is glossy. Kind of even still looks wet. And if you didn't know any better, you'd assume it was painted with fresh blood. But you don't but you're not smelling any of the like metallic smell that fresh blood would have. So you know that that's not it. But yeah, so it is the same woman on the door that is in the giant stained glass window. I'm saying words so often they don't sound like words anymore. In the chapel. But you're walking out, you're coming back out. Uh, as you're getting teleported back out, Dane and Sarah, you guys see the circle begin to glow. You have a couple of seconds before, Jesus Christ, my cat is so loud. You guys have a couple of seconds before you guys are, before they are like fully teleported in. You can see the circle reappear.
Oh, I grab Sarah, and I'm like, quickly, we have to go, and I cast Dimension Door, and go back to the car, which is parked a good distance away.
Okay.
Okay.
Not Dane. Odie, you're teleported out. The man in suit drives you back to the house. I'm assuming Dane follows. You guys go, and we're gonna cut over. We're gonna cut backwards and sideways to Hope. Hope. We're not gonna acknowledge the fact that Sammy's there. He doesn't talk much anyway. But you saw Alina as you were driving, and you had to make a decision very quickly. But ultimately, you decided to follow Alina. Last time you saw her, she was standing on top of a building as you were driving, following who you kind of think are cult members, but you're not completely sure because when you approach them, it was a weird time. But you're following her. Are you trying to approach her stealthily? Are you just going? What are you doing?
He is probably going like. Does it seem like she's running away from the town or like people?
It doesn't seem like she's running away from something. You can tell it's not that she's running away from Cromer or away from like you or Johnny. It's that she is running towards something else.
Okay.
There isn't, if this makes sense, it's not fear, it's determination.
Then he would not be going stealthily. He would just kind of be sprinting after her.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check since you are parkouring on the tops of roofs right now.
Hashtag parkour.
Parkour.
27. Fuck yeah.
You are keeping up with her. I have no clue what's going on with Sammy right now, but we're gonna figure that out next session, or maybe not. We might just ignore
Can
it.
we say he's asleep in the car?
No,
That would be great.
Sammy is there. He just doesn't talk.
Okay.
You can say that he's just tailing on like the ground.
Yeah.
So you see Alina like just going effortlessly, hopping from building to building, just keeping her eyes solidly on the car. And when they get to the spot underneath the bridge, she finds a spot that isn't really visible from your place on. Actually, she would have been spotted by the bat. Okay, Sarah,
So would I.
is your bat specifically looking for people that were for people approaching while you were like when you sent them out, or are they also looking for people who are there already?
I think I just said like. I think I would have just said people.
Okay, we'll get back to that in a second. Some things are gonna have to get retconned. We can handle that in a moment. Just to make sure. Gabe, are you awake?
Gabe,
Yeah.
get up.
Great.
What? Uh-huh.
Get up.
Trying.
Do we want to just write Odie out of this episode? Or out of this session?
Just say that he sticks around the cold place a little bit longer.
I don't want to miss anything, but it's probably for the best.
Alright. Good night. I love you.
Sleep well, man, okay?
Love you. Never. That's not
Okay, now we can
Me
kill
me
off
actively
Odie.
being against it.
Finally.
That's me just stating a fact.
He might stick around the cult place, but nope, he's gone. He doesn't stick around the cult place. He just goes home. And we'll deal with that next session. Okay. But you see she sort of tucks herself into a place where she can hear what's going on beneath her. You can't see anything without exposing yourself a bit, but from where she is, you can tell that she is not visible to anybody below the bridge.
I curl myself up a bit, and can I Misty Step right next to her?
You misty step right next to her, and the second you fully materialize, there is a gun pointed at you.
Alina, that would not be a wise decision.
Shut the fuck up. Why are you here?
For you.
I told Johnny I'd be back. Okay, you can go home.
Too bad. What's happening?
Alright, just shut up. I'm not explaining shit, but shut up before you get us both caught.
I can help. You know what I'm capable of.
Shut the fuck up. Alright?
He goes quiet. Does he see those cult members again?
By the time you guys get there, they are actively teleporting out. And again, you can risk exposing yourself a bit more. But if you stay completely hidden, you cannot see anything going on beneath the bridge.
No, I'll stay hidden.
Sarah, when you send your bat out, it doesn't take that long. Give me a stealth for the bat, Sarah, and then hope me perception.
What?
Give me a perception check.
Oh, okay.
Okay. 10 for the bat.
16.
Fuck, it's familiar.
Damn it. As soon as I see it,
You were in the car with someone. Who were you in the car with?
Zap, what's your character's race again?
High elf.
Right, yeah. Another elf and Kane. That's it.
Do you know if that could be his familiar?
I mean, maybe he had magic.
Alright, just head down and see what's going on. I'm not exposing myself, but he already knows that you're here.
Hope whispers something in Elvish. I don't know if she speaks Elvish. Does she?
Would you know that?
Oh, good point. He whispers something in Elvish, and then just jumps off the side.
Alright, so you're gonna take some falling damage.
No, I'm not.
And why is that?
Because I have magic.
So what are you casting?
What do you think?
Misty step.
No.
Featherfall?
Yes. Cast Featherfall on myself.
Oh fuck, where does she? Where's
And just kind of land there. Just kind of look back and forth.
Why is this a gap?
Do I see Sarah?
Sarah would be in the car as well, so got teleported in there.
Okay, so since actually this happens before that since your bat caught him pretty early on.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't teleport all of it.
I can teleport myself. Don't worry.
Okay.
I also can.
Yeah, but we don't all have to use the spell slot. I'm just,
I know. Yeah.
trying to figure out.
Then then there'd be probably just standing out, looking at stuff with Zap's character. I'm not sure the name.
Dane.
Dane is 5'11", really baggy hoodie, Calistar.
I kind of look you up and down and I go, I'm assuming you're the one with the bat.
Yeah, sort of. You're not with the people with the pointing out where the teleportation circle was?
No, this is the one I got the car from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, speaking of that, did you take care of my car?
I took it careening into a tree, if that's what you mean.
Driving was okay. It was terrifying, but it was okay.
I mean, I had an RKI somewhere else, and so I was constantly dipping in and out of where I was
I
looking.
left my car with you for 5 minutes, and
I didn't crash the car. It's parked away so that we wouldn't be seen. I have the keys right here. Jingle, 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 jingle.
I point my hand at Sarah. Is he lying?
One more chicken finger, you can have it.
There was that.
I point my hand at Sarah. Is he lying?
About the driving? Like I said, it was kind of scary, but it's parked a little bit away, and it's not any new damage if there was any.
Good. Okay. What are y'all doing? What are we doing?
Okay, so the cult parked here, and then they teleported away into a weird bunker type deal, maybe? Are there windows there, Ro?
Yes. You could see
so
outside,
not a bunker.
a lot of trees, snowing.
Okay. At some weird place in the snow. And then my magic eye just kind of started sputtering. I gathered as much information as I could before it went out. So magic seems to be able to pierce their veil.
They might have an anti-magic field up.
Yeah, I'm well aware. So yeah, we're looking for clues here. Their cars are still here, but I don't have any way to track them. If they want to move it. So how was your excursion?
I walk over to
you
one
got out
of
the car in a mighty hurry after seeing that person on the roof.
Ro, what do these cars look?
What are you looking for?
No, I'm just genuinely curious. Like, what kind of cars are they?
Oh my god. Okay. If you're not looking for anything, not important. They're silver. That's all.
Okay.
How
I go,
Silver cars made perfectly for running you over.
I go to the back
They weren't
left.
talking about the color.
I go to one of the. I go to one of the cars. Go to the back left tire, and pull out my knife.
Splat. You slash them. There you go.
Yeah, I slash. Well, I only slash that tire,
You
and
do on
then
both cars?
no, just one. And then I walk back, kind of slip my dagger back into my sleeve. And just go, don't worry about the person that was on the roof. They're, well, unfinished business with me.
Oh, also,
Are you
retro
fighting the
What did you say, Ro?
retroactive perception check.
Okay.
or me?
Only for Hope.
22.
Okay.
While you were talking to Alina, you saw a red light coming from like the inside of her pupil, sort of like sort of like how like when a camera flashes at the wrong fucking angle, someone's like pupils like glow red.
I wish I would have known that when I was up there.
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
So like, are you fighting like a vigilante? Are they a villain? Are they evil? Are they a part of the cult?
No, do not worry about them. They are of no concern to you.
Okay.
Hey, question. How long is Zapdos's, or how long is Dane's hair?
You can't really tell. It's kind of like semi-braided in a ponytail.
Okay.
But like, don't ask me to figure out how long hair would be after 120 years.
You can tell that it's long though.
Okay,
Yeah.
because Hope's hair is very long.
Yeah, it's you could tell it's not been cut or anything.
Zap, do you know why I'm asking?
Yes, I'm well aware.
Okay.
I was given the hair document.
Okay. Okay, so I look back at Sarah and I go, "You're familiar. What's its name?"
Sort of.
Archie, I'm gonna need you to say that one more time.
Sort of.
Sordo?
That's the spelling.
Yeah, please. Oh, Sordo. Okay. I just kind of go, that's a nice name. I snap my fingers, and on my shoulder appears a silver, what are they called? The tiny dragons.
Pseudo dragon?
Pseudo dragons?
Yes. A silver pseudo dragon appears.
Oh.
And I just go,
Oh, are we showing off our pets?
not really. He's not a pet. He is a familiar.
Yeah, we're showing off our familiars then?
If you have one, sure.
Okay, I just kind of like, I don't know, extend my arm and like, green cat just kind of walks out of nowhere onto it and up my shoulder, and then just lays down on my shoulder and lays there, and looks like moss on my shoulder, honestly. This is Dougie. They are.
I
They
knew
were,
you'd do Zapdos.
yeah, this is. Why wouldn't I? This is a rogue campaign. Of course, I'm gonna have Dougie.
Good point.
They're celestially tied to the world.
I kind of just go. You can say hi to Christoph or Crystallite if you wish.
This is not the first Dougie that Hope has met.
It's not.
At the same time, they're connected. So yeah,
I'm curious. Does anyone say hi to Crystallite?
Yeah,
I will say hi, Crystallite.
Yeah.
Acknowledgement, but this is the second Dougie you've met.
Okay. When y'all say like hello, you hear, "Hello, I am Crystallite."
Your talk? That's terrifying.
Oh,
Mine doesn't
that's a
talk. It
very.
just kind of murmurs.
Hold on. Why does your familiar talk?
Back to the chain.
This is a blob situation.
Yeah. He kind of
I
just
wish
goes.
my cat would talk.
He kind of just goes. Well, we all speak. It's just that none of you can understand us. Which, out of character, is true. Unless Rose's world is different. I don't know. Crystallite.
Nations of magic. I feel like that makes sense.
Crystallite looks at Dougie. Then, Sarah, is your bat like visible? I don't know where your bat would be.
I say, probably it's still doing its rotation.
Okay, then. Then Crystallite just kind of looks at you and goes, "Your bat is quick. That is impressive. Not many can catch Hope off guard."
Yeah, so does great.
I kind of like look at Sorry. I kind of look at Crystallite's head and I go, "What are you telling them?" I just kind of boop his nose, and I go, "Anyway, what should we do?"
Well, we were just kind of looking around here because, like, the buddy I was tailing, who's like kind of like trying to go undercover into it, they got teleported here, like from here, to that weird place, and so we're just kind of looking for any clues. Like, stay on edge because like they can come back through here anytime.
How did they teleport?
There was like a rune on the ground.
Was it in a circle?
I don't remember. It's not there anymore, so like I can't like redo it. Bro, was it like just teleportation circle, but like
That's what I'm
runified?
asking. Like, was it teleportation circle?
It was. Bro just said it was just like basically just a basic teleportation or rune type deal. Like nothing to really look into. Just it was there and they teleported and it's gone now.
Bro,
Yes.
did you hear us?
No, you guys have been talking amongst yourselves, and I've been writing things.
Ew.
Is Zap? I'll let you ask the questions.
I wasn't really asking any questions. Raven was asking like what kind of teleportation spell it was.
Yeah, like
based off the rune. And I said
So here's the information that Dane has.
I arcaned it and it was just a teleportation circle. Like Ro didn't tell me if it was a specific one. I don't think it truly matters right now, per se. Like they were here, now they're not.
Well, if we know the combination of sigils, we can actually remake them and potentially go wherever it went.
Oh, I guess
you're not wrong, but I would rather not walk into a possible cult headquarters.
Oh no! I wasn't saying to go. This is if I know what they are, I'll just remember them for like a while if we ever want to go there.
Oh, but like I wouldn't want to go there per se. It's a magic dead zone type thing, and I am not much of a non-magical combatant.
Oh,
I'm not even much of a magical combatant.
Do you want me to get you a gun?
I don't need a gun.
I got a big stick.
I don't want a gun. I also have a big stick. But it does 1d6 minus 1 damage.
I have my nightingales, but
like I have a knife. That's about it in terms of
I
physical
have
stuff I can do well.
I have my nightingales, but I would rather not sully their blade with some idiotic cultist's blood.
So yeah. Oh yeah. So you know, I wasn't really looking for a cult. I was just looking for some assholes.
Well, you found them.
What do you mean?
Yeah. So all I knew is people in these cars very likely burnt down library I go to a lot. So I wanted to go beat them up.
I see. That's brave, if not a little brave, if not a little stupid.
Oh, I wouldn't have been alone. I can, magic summon some help.
What kind of help?
Probably some like for what I had like for the day. Probably like some like fae.
Fae are not to be trusted.
Well, yeah, but they're under my command while they're
like,
here, and
I'm
I can
fae, aren't
come
I?
back.
We elves are different. We are not fae.
Like if you go back far enough.
Do you want to get stained? Do you want to stabbed?
The reason you have to really move your facial muscles like humans do, because your descendants from fae.
But we can. I did. Bro, can you say all that again?
The reason, Dane is right. Like, if you go back far enough, you guys were just fae. The reason you guys can't move your face, like your facial muscles, the same way humans can, and why you don't really facially emote that well, is because you're descended from fae, and fae don't have faces.
Yeah. I kind of just go, all right. We should probably get out of here before they come back.
Yeah.
And just then, the runes on the floor begin to glow.
I vanish. Not.
Actually, look at the runes.
I
I would like to memorize the runes before leaving.
actually.
Keen
Bro,
mind.
yeah, I look at the runes because I have keen mind.
I'm gonna do the same with Keen Mind.
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
look
all
at the
have
Why-
keen mind? What?
I don't have key mind. I have observant.
I got that too.
How
I
dare
don't.
you?
Dane, give me an intelligence check to see how well you can memorize them. Though I'm not sure you really need to, considering the other two can.
Okay, well, +5 to intelligence. Just a 16.
Yeah, you can only memorize. It's literally like a split second before you have to go. So you're able to grab like a handful of them, but you can't memorize the full thing.
Wait, hold up. Is teleportation? Oh, it's conjuration. Darn it. I was like, if it's abjuration, it'll take me half the time to memorize these runes.
No, that wouldn't work, Zap. It's spells, not runes. Runes aren't
I know,
spells.
but it's
Yeah, I know. I'm just,
yeah, but I'm being funny.
and I'm a dick.
What are spells, if not runes? But
Ro,
notarized,
Bells.
Ro,
Yes.
I teleport back
verbalized.
up to Alina.
She's gone.
I teleport to the
Mother-
car.
Motherfucker. I'm gonna
Now I
dimension
teleport
door.
you and I to.
I'm gonna dimension door to like down the street and just kind of stand there looking around for my car.
You see it.
What?
You see it eventually.
Great. I just walk over.
Like, since I knew where it was, I can just teleport to it. I'm driving. Just kidding. No, I'm not driving. I don't want the keys. Take your keys back, please. I'm a public transport boy.
This was the first time Dane has ever driven. Oh, and Raven's muted.
I'm
Honestly,
back.
Oh, he's
I
unmuted.
with Odie to take way longer than it did. So is there anything that y'all would like to do in this moment if you're not just following the man?
Yes, actually. I pull out my phone and text Kane. I just, hey, I found Alina. We talked. She seems really focused on something. She wouldn't tell me what. I'm starting to get worried. Please answer me.
You text that.
BRB.
All right. Is there anything that y'all do if you're not just following the car?
The only thing I would say is
here's
before we teleport away, I'm just gonna tell Sordo to at least get to follow us to the point that I can just summon back.
Oh, would you let me place an arcane eye there before we go?
At with the guy with who's with Odie?
Yeah. Well, like I'm doing Arcane Eye and not scrying.
Yeah, but like you're placing it
Because
to like follow him.
yes, I'm placing it to like follow them.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so I would have placed an Arcane Eye right before we left, and then I think I'm good.
I'm just gonna look up. Think I'm good, but I'm just gonna.
Does Kane answer me?
You send that text.
She doesn't answer?
You definitely send that text.
Okay, Ro,
It's been like 4 seconds.
you could be less of an ass.
No, I can't.
It could also be
y'all,
more of one.
y'all actually see him like notably kind of
Also, are you
his
texting and driving? So irresponsible.
what?
Are you texting
Yeah.
and driving?
No, I'm texting
Oh.
before I'm driving. Like this is as I'm walking up to the
You
car.
did say before. You said before we start following them. Is there anything we want to do? Like it takes some time to like get in the car, get buckled,
Yeah.
give directions, put it into Google Maps.
I was being a bit.
I mean, like, it can't be as bad as driving an RK9.
Absolutely not. But at the very least, if you're texting and driving, you're still in your body. Like your brain is still in your consciousness. Your consciousness is still like in your body. So.
But everyone else, you see him like notably like his shoulders kind of lower, and he seems to like for a second just kind of get smaller, and then he just kind of shrugs and goes back to normal.
All right. So
I take my keys from.
at first, At first, Dane, your arcane eye sees that the man gets into the car that has the flash tire. You can't really see his face, but you can tell he's not happy. Did you slash
Do
the
they have their
tires?
mask back on?
You can't really see his face, but you can tell he's unhappy.
So
Bro, what did you say?
they do have their mask back on? Okay.
Didn't say that.
And Ro, what did you ask about? Did you what?
Did you slash a tire on both of the cars?
No.
Just one? Okay. Yeah, he just goes to the other car.
Why can I not see his face if he doesn't have a mask?
I did describe this last session, I believe, of he's not really wearing a mask, but anytime you look at his face, it's just you out of focus, you can't really see it, you can't look at it head on.
What I can do to unblurry this image?
Focus, goddammit.
No.
Well, when I stab him, that'll work.
What if you just... Is it just constantly casting blur?
Probably.
I mean, it could also
What a
potentially be
douche.
some version of non-detection.
I was about to say it could be several spells.
I mean, there's nothing I can do with it, so cool.
Yeah.
Because I'm just looking through an eyeball.
Yeah.
And I'm a going.
He drops off Odie. Are you still tailing him after he drops him off?
Have you guys thought I would want to talk to Odie?
You cannot. We're not. No.
Yes, I'm aware that I can't, but the plot deems it that I can't.
I'm
Stupid
saying
plot.
the plot. The meta deems that you cannot. The plot would probably want you to.
I look at the other two and go, should we follow them?
You're like, we're following them, and I'm like, but wait, and then like you have like child locks on the back door.
Oh yeah, all the doors are locked. Like you're.
I mean,
Nowhere.
I mean, I can
I mean,
teleport, but it wouldn't be funny.
I want to find out more about this cult.
All right,
Yeah, if only we had
here we
men
go.
on the inside.
Zach, how far are y'all trailing behind car?
Probably about 60 feet, maybe a little bit more.
Okay. All of you guys give me stealth checks. Not stealth. Actually, give me stealth.
Okay.
15. If one of us gets good and the other ones get bad, are we just good at hiding in the car versus other?
Actually, the only person who really needs to give me stealth is the person that's driving. So Hope.
23.
Okay.
I got a.
I have a surprisingly high stealth.
I just have a +6 to stealth.
I have a +9.
+0.
Okay. Now give me perception, please.
Does this have? Okay.
I have a
Road, does
decent
my thing kick in?
What are you talking about?
18 on perception.
My werewolf thing.
No.
Okay.
You mean keen
Are you
senses?
smelling the car?
Yes, bro.
I can smell you're sensing me.
Well, I don't know what we're perception checking for.
Probably to see if he's noticed us.
That is a dirty 20.
18.
Okay. 18? Dane, what's yours?
I also got an 18.
Okay.
I rolled worse than the last one, but got higher than the last one.
You keep following him. Eventually, you see not an arc of lightning, but just a flash of red light fills your vision. And suddenly, Dane, you see the hooded figure from on top of the roof from the video with the arsonist standing on top of the car that you've been following this entire time with a dent under her feet. Hope, you see the same thing, and you know who this is. So,
Okay. Can I do something immediately?
hold on.
Okay.
So, you see this? You have no idea who this is. Why are you so loud? You don't need to be that loud.
Ro, tell me as soon as I can act.
You can act.
I immediately, my daggers are in my hand, and I'm standing on top of that car.
You are driving.
Good for them.
I'm canonically in the back seat.
Sarah, give me a deck save to see if you can save this car from crashing.
Okay. Ooh, I am the worst person to do this.
Would you like me to do the dex? I have a +2 to saves at least.
No,
I mean,
you're in the back seat.
Yeah, you're in the back seat. I got
I can
9.
hop over the front seat. I can dive through the middle.
You okay? So I don't drive, but the one time I have like held a steering wheel while the car was moving, I feel from what I have experienced, and maybe this is just the car that I was in, they have a tendency to sort of turn on their own a bit.
Oh.
Even if it's like,
Hey,
A lot of them do.
yeah.
here's the thing. It depends on the car, but most of them do. However, luckily, it is usually very slow.
Raven, she got a 9.
We got a 9.
Good point.
Oh, I think it's. Oh, what's that? And they're just like go to turn to ask, and they're just gone.
No,
Wait,
you look.
why are we merging? Why are we pulling over? Are we?
No, you're looking
There's no
at the
driver.
car. You're looking at the car. You see me appear on the car, and you're like, "Hey, Hope." That like,
They
wait
look
a minute.
familiar.
Hey, hold on. What smell is this? Because you've like dimension doored like twice already.
Yeah. It's 60 feet.
For Misty
What?
for Misty Step.
Well, I mean, I'm 60 feet away from the car.
Yeah, 60. Oh, just dimension towards 500 feet range.
Yeah.
I'm asking, like you said, it's 60 feet. Are you talking about for Misty Step, or are you just dimension dooring again? Because so many spell slots.
I'm a wizard warlock. I have a decent amount of spell slots.
You get all of that from being a wizard. You know warlocks don't get spell slots.
Warlocks do get spell slots if you build them right. You just suck at building them.
Even warlocks are literally built to have like 2 spell slots.
Yeah, except if. Anyway. I mean, I have spell sniper. So,
Okay,
like.
and you can't do it. I'm just saying that seems like a lot.
Well, because Misty Step.
Okay, so are you Misty Stepping or are you dimension dooring?
I'm gonna Misty Step. Because that dimension door would be really hard to do while driving.
I mean, like,
All right.
You open a door in front of you. Yeah, like, no.
Yeah. Dane, Sarah, you immediately crash into
light pole?
yes, Jesus Christ. I was thinking of the word, but like my mouth didn't want to do it.
Into a what?
Into a light pole.
Okay,
Because
cool.
you were driving.
Yep.
I cast message. This was not on us.
Bro.
Give me your keys, old man.
What the fuck are you? Absolute crackhead. You weirdo.
Bro, I just go, if you're doing this, Selena, I'm doing it with you.
You get no response, and as she just reaches down and pulls him out of the driver's seat.
Holy shit. Alina, what the heck? I like look at her and I go, Alina, what the fuck?
Give me a perception check.
Dirty 20.
You see her veins are like usually people's veins are blue. So when I say this, it sounds normal, but you know it is. Actually, no, it's not her veins. You see what looks like should be her nervous system glowing bright red underneath her skin.
What the?
And She is hooded. She is almost fully covered. So you can really only see this on like the few bits of her face that you're able to see since she's facing away from you, and her hands. But you can see it. And she jumps off of the car as it's moving. Give me a dex save as this one also crashes into a tree. Actually, no, into the side of a building. Because there's a lot more of those.
19.
You were also able to jump off. She jumped off before you, so you are a good bit ahead of her.
Can I land in front of her?
No. I mean, you are in front of her. You're ahead of her.
Okay. Can I see where she's going to land?
She has already jumped off. But
I know.
what are you?
Jumped off when she lands from the jump.
It's not like she's falling for a while. She jumped off of the roof of a car.
Oh, okay. As soon as I land, I just my daggers flick into my sleeves. I just go, Elena, stop.
You see the man sort of thrashing around. Psionic. What you recognize as psionic blades appear in his hand, but she takes him, slams his face onto the asphalt below her, tosses him over her shoulder, and just starts fucking booking it.
I follow her.
What's your speed?
30.
She easily outpaces you.
I'm trying to think if I want to, like, I don't want to attack her, but can I fire an Eldritch Blast, like, over her head?
Yeah, give me an attack roll.
No, I'm not trying to hit her. It's, like, way above her.
Give me an attack roll.
What?
How close are you trying to get?
Like, maybe within 20 feet.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you do that.
Does she flinch, move, anything?
No.
You lost by a mile, bud.
I stop running. I just kind of stop.
And you see as she's running, Jesus Christ, Simon. She pulls her gun off her hip and shoots any street camera she sees.
That's interesting.
I mean, like, my arcane eye can keep up with hope. So that's what it's doing.
I just turn and walk back to my car.
Do we want to go after that?
You see, like, he is heavily breathing, just kind of. Alright. I gotta get my car fixed.
How much damage was done to the car? Am I able to cast mending?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of doubt it was, like, completely destroyed.
You got a 9, but you didn't get a nat 1, so it's not like it wrapped around the light pole. But like you can like some pretty significant damage was done to the engine. This is not a mending situation.
Of course.
Yeah.
Uh,
What
I
happens when you teleport out of the driver's seat?
I turn to Sarah and I just go, "Do you live in this town?"
Yeah.
Is there a repair shop?
Oh, you know what? I know a great mechanic actually. I've been meaning to talk to them.
Great. Bro, if you want to end the session here, we
I would
can.
I would like to call the mechanic I know.
Like an hour and a half.
What?
We only have like an hour and a half of recording. Like maybe 2 hours if we count the one we did before.
I mean, this could be a short episode.
We've all been short so far. Like, do you want to end it here?
Yes.
I mean, like, there's stuff that, like, I would like to convene with, what's their face?
Odie?
Odie. I almost said Otto, but that wasn't correct. Because we have not had a single session where the entire party was in one place at once.
Did we do that? Did we have that for Murder of Davina too?
Yes, the
We
party.
We had a few episodes where we had the entire gang.
Oh,
Yeah, like Murdavina, like Murdavina was very compact in terms of like where people were, like in terms of like active like players who were there, and when we started, like
I don't.
oftentimes like we would start and end with everyone together.
I don't remember, but
Very little
okay.
amount of party separation happened there.
Except for like, I mean, the most likely ones to like not be there were Ant and Paz. Not Ant. They're the same person. Paz and Sam.
Yeah, but like in terms of like if they were in the episode, like there was like the episode with Paz, and like that like Paz went to the graveyard and then didn't really do much.
Yeah. Side quest
Because
episode.
Ant had to go to. But yeah, like in terms of like if they showed up to the session, most often, except for the one time, the entire group was together.
If they were there for the beginning, they were most likely going to be there for the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't do what you want, but if there's anything else y'all want to do, then we can do that before we end.
I can't do anything.
There's not very much I can do.
I didn't say.
Hey, what happened?
Like,
What happened to the Sammy person you were with earlier? Oh,
I just point behind me, and Sammy is just kind of like standing there.
I don't talk much.
Sammy's been very slowly jogging behind us the entire time.
He's in the car, actually.
I turn, hold up, I have the perfect. It's the Dwight Gif when Angela's there.
What's poppin'? Don't mind me, just watching.
So yeah, I'm good to end off here, and we can pick up just with the card game worked on or whatever.
All right, everybody say bye to Craig.
Bye,
Bye,
Craig.
Craig. Hope you get the kids into the divorce.